EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
My bad, man. I'm trying to get this mic too. There we go.
Now a first carry for their fullback, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Agile, mobile, hostile.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Hey, bro, how y'all watching? Chill.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs,
I don't need nobody to be
they're
trying
going to open up a world of
to
opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down now, it's Jones.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third and 1, Wilson. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
That nigga did not want to break the boots off. Nah, bro, it's a matter of catching Brady. That's the thing.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the 22, Allen. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Watch the safety creep. Stop. Check 24.
On first down, here's Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Mike, Brown 80. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On second down, a run with Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Breida, 42 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, we knew they had the... And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I couldn't wonder. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here's Wilson. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ah, this man here. Horrible punt.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now Allen off the bootleg. On the move to his left. His throw incomplete.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. Third and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. 6-0 our score after one. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, everything.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Demario Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Mike's 47.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he sets up the screen to Jones. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
14, fight it.
To throw on third down. Wilson. And this is caught.
Get out the way.
Deflection. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
You got what?
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Still hitting.
Matt Breida, 77 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Give him 30 yards there. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. To try again after the sack. Wilson.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are
a 50-50 ball here that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
This is Breida. The 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
Strong right, strong right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw again on second down. Wilson, they complete it to Hill. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
47's the mic. 47.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson. As time expires in the first half. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
First down, and they're going to throw without it. James has got it. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Richie James, 45 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Allen will try to throw for it. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
Nope.
Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
I don't know why they had it so low. Well, I guess probably because he's been out.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Michael Thomas. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Yeah, it should have been picked.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Just leave me in here. I'm going to show you what I can do.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Call me AD. Go AD. Go AD. Go AD.
They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people were worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Hey, man.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, I got you. No. Give me that. Ah, dang. Hold on.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check. Get these babies cry all the way back home, yeah. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson.
That's running back running that.
And it's intercepted.
Look at him,
Picked off by Marcus Williams. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
I thought that was the actual receiver
That's a
running that
drive
route.
killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
I run like that.
Loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
As soon as I go to pitch that bad boy, he'll
That's the
fumble
big
like he did
drawback to
earlier.
this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit.
like,
In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now on 2nd and 13, Allen. The first catch of the game for George
Kittle. They should have dropped
His
it, but
first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. They'll set up a screen for Breida. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Richie James.
Oh, he's one of your, what's it called?
Third quarter. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
That's what I had to do that
on the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game.
That's like probably one of the hardest goals ever, especially if you don't throw to him.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Yeah.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
I was like, man, dang. I was like,
no run back
it's hard
here.
to do
This will
this.
be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can
I'm not even
rebound.
gonna lie to you. I don't remember what play I
think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson.
bad part about broadcasting.
Play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner.
I can look at my plays. I can look at my plays. That nigga was supposed to pick that up.
Picked up by the linebacker,
Oh, you did?
Mario Davis. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this
But yeah, you
defensive
can't go
pressure's
back.
been
You can't
constant
look at
all
go
game
look at
long.
that.
The
I mean,
pass
you
rush,
can
the
pull your
coverage,
players to see if
they've
you
all
run
been
it.
excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here.
Not like I
as this
can't
one
be just
continues to
playing
slip just
grid.
further and further out of hand.
Well, I know just other people that like when people watch the broadcast.
Now it's Breida. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 32.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch tight end. 4 down.
And now they'll throw with Allen.
That nigga was naked.
Gets this one to Juszczyk.
Nah, leave him
Able to
down.
stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try to run with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal. They run with Breida, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They call that a loss of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down now. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They pitch to Washington. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
If there's one thing I
know
remember
the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said.
No, I'm talking about the other
one. Now it's all about ball control.
Oh, I think you ran like one up front
in the end
at the
zone.
beginning. Yeah. It's in the other one we were talking about.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial and he's taken down.
Like, I knew the blitz was coming. That's the bad part.
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Fielded just inside the 30.
Who has the agility like that?
Give him 11 yards that time.
I guarantee if I try, if I try that, I guarantee my nigga he gonna backpedal. He ain't gonna even run around. He ain't gonna run no full circle. That's going backpedal.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeout. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Right, I'll take yourself again in the mood to be taking
KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to
give
get
me
rid of the
out,
football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
Oh, my Jesus.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It was there, huh?
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
I don't think it's in the car. I don't remember you putting it. Huh? In the car?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Saints.
I did it for the 22nd.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, sometimes I play man myself.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Breida. Oh, he faked it with a choke. Now he's got some room. And all the way down to the 5. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 8.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to give him a whole lot of credit to the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Just let me do it.
And nothing but daylight ahead.
Just let me do it.
30.
Just let me do it.
20.
No,
10.
no, you do not. Yeah, I was saying you don't need the ball back.
This one home. It's a touchdown.
I was just thinking as soon as you said it. He said, you remember the clock? I was like, nah, I'm not going to let you get the ball back. No,
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting
the
football.
They just throw the ball.
You're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation.
Nah, he wouldn't let it go.
Good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now.
Nah, second. Fifth, you're not finna get it. Pitch it back.
Very short
you should have
kick.
pitched it back.
Taken by one of the up men.
I should have kicked the onside kick. Yeah. Bruh, kneel it. I said kneel it.
Set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's still 2 timeouts
Just get 1 yard and kneel
but
it.
even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
Put down your butt. Where's your butt?